And with that sound, the summoning of the royal horns, we begin your CCRP update for this week. Good afternoon. It's Sunday, December 14. The CCRP was created in 2009 as a legacy project of Procom Limited and launched by Chair Jean Lowrie-Chin in 2010. Purpose? To celebrate, protect, and empower Jamaica's seniors while offering many benefits. Visit our website at ccrponline.org. CCRP Update is brought to you by JNGI for the best value and a boatload of benefits. Coming up in today's update, sage advice on backyard farming. Not that today. We're doing something deeper. I just jumped over it. We're actually going to be joined by our esteemed CCRP founder and executive chair, Mrs Jean Lowrie-Chin. We'll get to her in just a little bit. Always on top of her game, she'll share the latest milestones and what's coming up next in the CCRP's really very well-organized plan to support our seniors in post-Hurricane Melissa relief efforts. It's ongoing, and so there's a lot to learn from Mrs. Lowrie-Chin in just a little bit. The relief work involves distribution of care packages and roof repairs. But first, a little family business. Our CCRP update sponsors, BCIC, offer their amazing JNGI Silver Shield plan for auto and property insurance exclusively for CCRP members. The auto plan includes free benefits from the Jamaica Automobile Association with valet service for vehicle registration, fitness, and 24-hour roadside assistance for your safety. Help us to continue advocating for your rights and reaching out to elders in need. Well, you are a CCRP member. It's not just a membership. It's not just a social agenda. It's not just all, even those wonderful things. It is advocacy. It's advocacy because you are now a huge part of that agenda, which actively supports the rights of seniors and the elderly, assisting in our outreach programs. If you're 40 years plus or over, you are eligible to join us in the CCRP. When you join CCRP, you also open up a world of exciting events and money savings discounts. As a CCRP member, you will have access to discounts of up to 30% from our over 100 discount partners. CCRP also offers 3 high-value health insurance plans for local and international coverage. Members enjoy social events and excursions to scenic spots on our beautiful island. And there are other wellness and lifestyle events too. CCRP members, we invite you to make donations towards hurricane relief for the elderly. Please bring to our CCRP head office at 2 Phoenix Avenue, Kingston 10, items of clothing, gently used household items such as sheets, towels, blankets, personal care items, as well as non-perishable food items. And these will be packaged and taken to affected seniors before Christmas Day. Cash may also be donated if you're so moved. And we'll be having our Christmas social this Wednesday, December 17, at the Stella Maris Church Hall in Kingston. And members, please bring your hurricane relief donations to that event. We have great fellowship and we have a shared cause for our wonderful colleague seniors. Next Sunday's show will be a celebration of Christmas, so you can look forward to enjoying some beautiful Christmas carols and greetings to light up the festival spirit on the Yuletide update. And now to the core of today's update. A body called Hurricane Melissa moved like a spirit through this place. Epic proportions, little Talawa, Jamaicans of all stripes and status remain focused and busy as a determined nation to do stuff, to get things going. But when you have leadership, like our founder, CCRP's founder and executive chair, Mrs. Jean Lowrie-Chin, then we have real direction. In fact, the relief, as we mentioned earlier in our intro, centers on 2 things. I like to call it PR, protection and relief. You like that, Jean?
I like it.
The P and the R, the protection and the relief, right? Because the protection would be the roof repairs and the package would be the relief, right?
That's right.
Wonderful.
Another definition of PR.
Yes. I just chuckled to myself. I'm going to test this one out on the real guru. Um, tell us where we are now, Jean, and what we can still continue to do, whether members or not members of CCRP. We're humans. We're Jamaicans. We can do this. We have done this. God has allowed us, and we have answered the call, and we answer again. We're ready.
Yes, indeed. And I have to thank Patricia Reedwall because she was the one who suggested having an NDTC benefit last year.
Oh,
and
right.
and we earned over 700,000, and then Beryl struck, and we were able to do outreach using those funds.
Yes.
And again this year, we had the benefit, not knowing that we would have something much worse than Beryl.
Yes.
And so we had, I think we collected over $800,000 from that benefit, and we said all of it will go to hurricane relief.
Wow.
And we were therefore able to get in touch with Food for the Poor, who are the experts on creating these care packages. And they do a set of 2 packages. One with food for about 2 to 4 weeks, and one with hygiene items. And our instructions to them was, listen, this is for the elderly. So we need hygiene products for the elderly, especially those who are shut-ins.
Yes.
And we also need protein drinks for the elderly. And therefore we ended up with over 200 care package sets. We ended up with dozens of packages of adult diapers and Inco pads and wipes, and 10 cases of True Shake. So we were able to distribute to St. Elizabeth through the Breads Foundation, and they delivered some to our parish representative, Joan Martin. So we reached Treasure Beach, we reached Malvern, we reached other places in the surrounding areas. Then we packed up 3 4-count vehicles with the rest of the products. And ACP Shamin Shan, who is a member of our Safety and Security Committee, she organized a police envoy for us.
Nice.
And so escort. So we had an escort into Westmoreland. But, Jerry, going through St. Elizabeth and seeing what is called a scorched earth, the damage that has been wrought. And it's so heartrending, really heartrending.
It is.
So when we got to Westmoreland, we headed to Petersfield, and we gave our packages there. Then we headed to Amity to Reverend Johnson, who is a Wesleyan minister. And his wife, Mrs. Johnson, she and her daughter, Donna Marie Gordon, they had mapped out an entire area to show us where the shut-ins were. And this is where they would deliver our packages. So we delivered quite a bit to them, and then we headed down to the National Council for Senior Citizens in Sablamar. Of course, they still didn't have electricity, but they were still going. And so they helped with distribution to areas like Darliston, which at that point was very hard to reach. And Darliston is important to us because our parish representative, Charmaine Allen, one of the kindest persons, her roof blew off, and she was living in her car.
Oh, my God.
Yes, so we will have to do more for Charmaine shortly. Then we went to, the next trip was near Trelawney to Rosalie Lewis, who is our parish representative there. And she distributed with NCSC in Trelawney. And she also did some outreach in Catherine Hall, which was so badly damaged.
Wow.
And then a week later now, we headed to St. James and Hanover. So in St. James, we delivered the packages to our Western Jamaica convener, that's Dr. Norma Taylor, and her assistant, Dr. Erica De Silva. And they did most of the distribution in Norwood, because, that is a bit of a depressed area. So most of their distribution went there. Okay, and then now we continue to Hanover, where we met with our parish representative. I'm so glad we have these parish representatives.
My gosh, yes, and they're passionate
so
too.
Much, and they're all voluntary
and passionate.
Yes.
Every time I hear from one of them or about it, the passion, it humbles me. I said, listen, Jerry, you have to become more vested in it because
they are the kindest
You
people.
know, iron sharpens iron, Jean. Yes?
Yes. So
Yes.
Nervaline Clark, who is our parish representative there, she had already mapped out all the places that we were to go and visit. So we went around Hannibal, we went to a place called Bulls Bay, we went to Lucy, we went into a housing scheme called Esher and delivered packages to them. And I would invite your listeners to go to our Facebook page because there are lots of lovely photographs there of our outreach. Now, I must also thank Food for the Poor. Yes, we sponsored quite a few packages, but they also gave us additional packages to take to St. James and to take to Hannibal. Yes, yes.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Goodness.
Yes.
Oh.
So, you know, we know there's more work to be done.
Yes.
And we had our Living Legacy Award recently, where
Yes.
one wonderful gentleman, Jerry McDaniel, was also honored. Yes.
Oh.
And from the Living Legacy Award, that we had advertised and said, all proceeds, not part, all proceeds will go to further hurricane relief. We raised over 600,000, and since then we have had donations, a significant one from Dr. Barbara Carby, and another one through the other person who was honored, Charmaine Harrison, one of her college friends, sent 60,000. So now we have over $700,000, and we want to use that to help our representative in Darliston with her roof, another person who has been volunteering in St. James, and another lady who we met in Hannibal, who is in dire need. So we're hoping that we will be able to help them with their roofing. But I heard your previous interview.
Yes.
And we have to be careful about the material and all of that.
Yes.
And ensure that what they get, is lasting and sturdy. Yes,
Definitely.
yes.
Definitely.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Boy, it's the one another thingy. We can't do without each other. We have to continue to bind each other up and help actively as we are called.
Yes, and our members, they have been dropping off care items to our head office at Phoenix. And of course, on Wednesday, when we have our social, they will also be bringing. And even before hurricane, when we ask for care packages, we have to fill several car trunks. That is the kind of generosity that we have experienced from our members. And some of them are not all that well off, but they are very kind. So we thank them for their care. We thank them. And I just want to say, Jerry, the need is so great. This is really a drop in the bucket. And I think we all have to make this Christmas a giving Christmas.
Definitely. Definitely. There's something about pouring out what you've been blessed with that just makes everybody richer. It binds us together and we get to our goals easier, and we have deepened friendships, relationships, even if it's a relationship of just a mutual institution. There's no way to lose with compassion. There's no way to lose with compassion.
Yes.
Wow.
It binds us together.
Amazing. Final words for us today, Jean, because I know you're an inspiring lady and you always have a way to kind of gel what we stand for and why it is that we do what we do together.
Well, I would urge our fellow Jamaicans who have a little holiday this Christmas, if they could support some of the hotels that are still open, and buy your gifts from the craft workers, and see how you can do your little part because the tourism industry is so important.
Yes.
So have a little holiday there. Go and patronize some of the restaurants in the resort areas, and go and buy from our craft workers. Even if you're not giving them this Christmas, whenever you take a trip, everybody wants a souvenir. So, just buy them and put them up and use them for your next trip. Let us try to do our part to get our tourism industry back on its feet.
Amen. So we're all in, and it gets better when we continue to be joined forces. And your inspiring leadership certainly doesn't hurt, along with the team.
It's really the board, though, Jerry. We have a fantastic
that's
board.
why I said it immediately. I said along with the entire structure.
Yes, and our team. They are so kind and very thoughtful. The entire team. Yes,
that's it. Absolutely. Blessings. We'll continue to keep in touch, and we are on track to come and be part of the celebrations this week. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody and doing what we can.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jerry, and very, very good afternoon to all your listeners.
And also with you and your family, Miss Jean.
Thank you.
Blessings. Our founder, CCRP's founder and executive chair, Mrs Jean Lowrie-Chin, reminding us of exactly what we have been doing together, and of course the board, along with her being the executive chair, and so many outside of the organization, but still very much of one heart when it comes to looking after each other. That's it for now, for this week's edition of the CCRP Update. Until next Sunday at 3, for all things CCRP, visit our website at ccrponline.org or our YouTube channel, CCRP Jamaica, member, soon as you touch 40. Don't wait, come join us. No delay, straight away. There are insights galore, there's networking, exciting events, ways of making an impact. There are savings on a range of services and products that you do need. You build connections. You can't feel alone. You keep informed now, before retirement hits. Don't wait. CCRP Update was brought to you by JNGI. Contact Gallagher Insurance Brokers or JNGI for the very best value and a boatload of benefits.